Good evening, music appreciation class. My name is Kurt. This is my assignment on the comparativeness between a more classical piece and a more new pop piece, and kind of building off of what we've been learning in class and putting into words and using it to compare these two pieces. As far as a catch up with me personally, um, again, I've just been going through my coursework today. I previously mentioned in my other video that I'm a Chem 1305 peer leader. Today I had one of my workshops, got to see some of my students. It was really, really fun. Looking forward to teaching them more chemistry soon. But to kind of jump into the assignment here, I have some notes written down right here just so that I can kind of guide myself through this and really know where we're going with this. But uh, the pieces that I'm going to be comparing today is one, the original classical piece, which is La Campanella, which is written by Franz Liszt and Niccolò Paganini. I am probably butchering their names, but I don't know. They're Italian, I believe, because La Campanella means like the little bell. And I'm going to be comparing that classical piece to a newer piece, actually a song called Training Season by Dua Lipa. She's a artist from the United Kingdom. So just to start off, when we're looking at these two live performances, La Campanella is usually a classic piano piece, one that's used to really show off the ranges of the highs and the lows of the piano, and especially since it's a really upbeat and really like kind of fast tempo and that type of song. But in this case, the orchestral version that I was analyzing, um, it's different. There's actually, I don't believe I saw a piano. So we start up this video, and right away we see that there is either a lead. I couldn't tell if it was a violinist or possibly a viola, but for sure, let's say a lead violinist, and being accompanied by a conductor, and both of them walk up to the orchestra, to the rest of the orchestra, and I believe that this was a string orchestra right around like 340 mark of the video. You can definitely see kind of like the entirety of it all. This string orchestra is accompanied by some percussion portions, so I definitely did see a little bit of percussion in it as well. But yeah, that's kind of what it has to do with it there. But then we think about now the Dua Lipa piece, and the Dua Lipa piece, this is more of a concert. It was in the Royal Albert Hall there in London, I believe. And in this hall, this stage that they're on, it's like a big S. And right away, we see Dua Lipa. She's obviously our lead singer. We see our conductor. We see some backup vocals a little bit later on in the video that help support her. Similarly to La Campanella, the orchestral version, there is again strings. We do have percussion, but in addition, I do see a guitar. I see a piano, and I believe I see a timpani. I'm almost sure it was a timpani, as well as other brass instruments like the trumpet and the French horn. So yeah, it's definitely a little bit more instruments and more voices. Obviously, La Campanella there's no voices, there's no singing in this piece. Anyways, just to kind of compare again, La Campanella is more of a classical piece, whereas Training Season, obviously this is more pop, it's more electronic, kind of synthesized. There's kind of certain dynamics within each piece. Specifically when you're listening to La Campanella, there's a lot of sudden shifts. Like it's very slow at times, and then very rapidly it'll shift, and it will just like, wow, the tempo just increases incredibly quick, and there's just these big booms. Like, I believe I could say mezzo forte, right? Like that's a word that you could use because it's incredibly loud. Whereas training season is, it's a little bit more relaxed. It's definitely still, or I wouldn't say relaxed, but it's more of a subtle buildup, and yeah, it's definitely there. We can also compare it to the audiences. Um, in an orchestral piece like La Campanella, the audiences, they're sat, they're silent, they're there to observe and wait till the end of the performance before they give their applauses and everything. It's much more formal, a lot more etiquette is involved. But on the flip side, when you think of a performance like training season, it's a lot more lively and the audience is more interactive. They want you to sing along, they want your phones out, it's just, you think of the differences, right? Like one, you're in a suit and, it's maybe like candles lit around, and the other, it's the big elaborate lights flashing all around. But, anyways, so that has been a little bit of my analysis of the two pieces. I hope you enjoyed my video.